What's up, everybody? This is a part 2 to the video that I made yesterday about what they're doing to the homeless in Seattle. Last night I did my research and I discovered more bullshit about how this organization is ran and who's pulling the strings and whatnot. So these guys are funded. You got to go where the money comes from, and it comes from these non-profit organizations if you look online. But where does that money come from above them? Their biggest donors are the feds, all right? Now, what the feds are funneling their money into is diabolical. Okay, listen to me. They started this Housing First initiative back in 1989, and they started it in poor countries and poor villages. What does that tell you? Okay, housing. But what they don't tell you on the sites, and you have to read really deeply in between the lines, when you go on Wikipedia, you have to click the words that are blue dotted and you keep going. And then once they give you names or they give you websites, you click on those websites and you go to their history, their mission statement, all that shit. I did this for you. So, Housing First, the statistics on homeless reduction was 91% of homeless don't go back to jail, and they don't go back to the hospital. They don't incur these bills for the public, right? So on paper, it's saving in 1 year $4 million in Seattle's budget, okay? But check this out. What they're not telling you is that it's because the people are fucking dying. If you don't have any bodies, you don't have any statistics. So your statistics that are already janky and already ran by weird metrics are easily manipulated, because they don't tell you at all that the reason the statistics are so high and people are saving money, it's because the other people are dying, right? The people at the bottom are dying. Now, the national mandate from our government to eradicate homelessness is pushed by this Housing First agenda. What Housing First is, it means they skip the preliminary steps that used to be involved with housing. You go to a homeless shelter, you get a case manager, you go to a mental asylum, you go to prison, and then you get out, you go to rehab. You have a certain amount of years of proving that you can function on your own in a house, but at first you have to have the groundworks to facilitate that. Housing First proposes that none of that matters. We need to get homeless people off the street and put them in permanent housing. Permanent housing is what they call it, and it is permanent because these people are never coming out of their homes. Now, you would think if our government's saving all this money because people are dying, that they would reinvest it into the programs that actually help. No. So what the actual housing authorities in these individual cities, and especially Seattle, they're like DESC, Plymouth Housing, Mission House, Hope House Outreach, shit like that, right? These big apartment complexes that are ran by these so-called altruistic entities, right? You would think they would get some of this money that the society is saving from these programs. They don't. The money is funneled into their non-profit organizations, all right? This is fucking just not right? Because that money is already allocated to them by the government. So that's just extra pocket money. You would think those extra pocket monies would be used for drug rehabilitation, counseling, whatever needs that these homeless people need, but it's not. So it's like a quid pro quo between these non-profit organizations and our government. Scratch your back, I'll scratch your back. Now, I had a lot of great comments and a ton of awesome support that really opened my heart and made me just feel fucking proud to be around these people that are in the American world, right? But I had some comments like, well, but these homeless, actually, the ultimate decision lies with them if they want to get clean and change their life. They already are getting housing, so why can't they just improve and start functioning? Because on every single floor, there is 1 to 2 drug dealers. All right. Let me paint this picture because I live this picture. I'm on floor 1, I go to floor 2 to get some drugs from a friend, right? I go to floor 3, I tell him that I'll steal him some shit from the grocery store, get some more drugs, get even higher. Then I go to level 4 and they're just smoking, so I'm gonna smoke with them and I get even higher. And then once I go to the top and I spend what little money I have or trade whatever wear that I have, that drug I take to my house and I'm already so fucked up that that drug kills me. And why would you leave this place? You know, they give you food sometimes 3 times a day. You can go down to the front desk and get your needles, your pipes, your tie-offs, your any kind of paraphernalia you need to get high. Why would you leave this place? Or as a drug user, there's really no incentive to go out on the street where you're demonized, where you're looked down on, where people avoid you. It's easier to go hide away from society instead of face them. And it's easier to hide from themselves instead of face their own problems. I know. So that's just a little bit more. I'm going to be putting together this kind of content for the next few days because I am so proud of everybody that's reaching out and supporting me on it, and that motivates me to do the groundwork so I can bring 100% facts to you guys. Please do your part and get this around. I mentioned an alien. That's not bullshit. It was life altering. It's why I'm clean and sober now. It's why I try to do my best to help my fellow man. I will talk about that in the future, but for now I will see you guys later, and I do love you.